Hey, what's up everyone? We are back for another video and today we are going over the new update and we got Edo Itachi as a Rekit. I did go over his Jutsu, his effects. He is 100% worth it. If you want to summon for a supportive unit and for a defender, he is great. But we're gonna go over it together, so let's get started. So we are starting with his EX ultimate. Teams up with Naruto and B, attacks enemies on the same floor. Greatly decreases enemies CP when they are defense shinobi, inflicts enemies with darkness seal damage over time, decreases their attack power and defense large, and level 8 is probably huge. Increases the user's attack power and critical hit and evasion, so level 8 is used as well, and revives them once if they are defeated within a set period of time. So a revive on each EX ultimate, not just a red bar. That's always great as a defender. Level 15 large is huge, and also affects the amount of HP they will be revived with. So as a defender and a normal unit, that is a plus in my books. Okay, so his EX boost, which is his red bar and his EX ultimate, normal. After EX ultimate is used, the user ignores ninjutsu cooldown time, so that's also really good. He gets revive on each EX ultimate he uses, so works hand in hand. So for his EX ultimate, we're gonna test it out, but we're not gonna go in, so we have a better image. So definitely a full room, a longer animation, probably 1 to 3 hits possibly. I did go further in the room to see how fast the damage takes place. So when the tailed beast emerges and is Susan O, that did not seem to damage the surrounding air part. So damage only comes into play when the explosion happens. So that could be one small negative attribute, but it's nothing extreme. But overall, he gets revived after each EX ultimate usage, as you saw. So that's really convenient. Okay, now for his lumber break. Some Susan O and slashes enemies with the flaming blade. Greatly decreases the enemy's CP if they are a defense shinobi. Inflicts enemies with seal damage over time. Decreases their defense as well as their lounge annihilation resistances. Negates stat increases. So with increased accuracy, that's basically evasion strip. Always remember that. Increases users defense large. Makes them invincible. Status immunity, reduces CP damage that they receive, recovers the user HP as well, sets off traps, increased damage dealt when evasion is increased, normal, level 8, defense granted by this jutsu will no longer be affected by stat negation, so his defense buff won't be negated. Now if that works with increased accuracy, does that include increased accuracy? I don't know, but that's still cool though. So remember, I did not show it, but his lumber break does increase accuracy medium, which is the same as Edo Itachi, which is evasion strip. So for his lumber break, +3 is the main thing. 4 seconds was body strip, 20 seconds immunity. That's normal. Reduces the CP damage the user receives, large to huge. Okay, I mean that's not really that important, but still good. Okay, and we are back to test out his animation. So short and sweet, leaves a damaging area. It reminds me of a Kawaki type move, you know, short but could be strong. Sets up traps as well, so you could probably spam this from far away, or he could reach you even if you're further away. So I feel like maybe if the jutsu is strong enough and you have it at like +2 or 3, building him with a solid attack type similar towards Kawaki could prove to be optimal. We'll have to see if we somehow get his kit. But the one drawback is that he does not stay in the animation long enough, so I doubt he could dodge a EX with that move. Okay, so now for his 4-star, Summons Susanoo hands, greatly decreases the enemy's CP. When they are a defense shinobi, normal, inflicts enemies with darkness seal movement and damage over time. Decreases the seal resistance. Ah shit. This means we need 100%, 130% seal resistance. Thank God he's not a main. And decreases how long they can be visible by 3 seconds. So seal strip, that's very good. Increases the attack power of all allies on the same floor. Increases the user's critical hit rate and evasion large. So his evasion is on his 4-star. Level 8 is probably huge. Makes him invincible. Recovers CP. Detects traps. Level 8 huge. Yeah. And also increases the user's movement speed. So I mean, effects wise, just based on that, stat wise, checks all the boxes so far. So for his 4 stars animation, he summons a pair of hands in the Susanoo. Now the thing that I want you to pay attention is he is not essentially covered in an animation, more so aura. So I don't think that could count as a true iframe, but he does get invincibility upon activation and it seems to go throughout the whole move. So I think it could be a decent iframe, but if the invincibility gets stripped, he could probably not dodge an EX ultimate from the enemy. So plus and I mean positives and negatives. It still detects traps, strips 3 seconds invincibility, strips seal resistance, evasion. So overall not too bad. Iframe wise, true iframe wise, and maybe dodging EX ultimate, he's probably not the best shinobi for that. But I mean, no shinobi really is, especially with Final Valley, so I can't really knock him down for that. Okay, so overall, his Limber Break strips evasion with increased accuracy, stat negation. His animation for his Limber Break is really short, could be like Kawaki, so I would think on first hand, building him with a solid attack type pattern would be optimal. Both of his moves has invincibility. I didn't really see him being trapped in an animation, so I can't count that yet as a true iframe. So he probably can't dodge a EX ultimate that well, but that will require further testing. But I think if his invincibility is a strip, then he could dodge here and there. His 4-star, his Limber Break also sets of traps. His 4-star gives evasion huge. Not his Limber Break. His 4-star also strips seal resistance, so you would need 130%. It detects traps as well, so that could be a fun main. As a Great Guild War supporter and an AM supporter, he covers all the boxes as a defender. He also has revive on every ult, though Final Valley strips that, but overall worth it.